They're pretty white and
Blood.
People have been known to do that.
Although
so
blood
I
does
believe it.
stain, so you'd have a
Polka dot.
automatic dye, but no blood. So just kind of go between. You don't have to do a lot because you're going to diz off of the. So go between here and here. Okay, so everybody's going to get a chance, and you just easy does it, and you're just going like this, and you're pulling it through. Now what's going to happen is as you diz off of it, or as we can comb it, we're going to comb it a little bit. You're going to comb and you're going to be taking the longer fibers come off first. The shorter fibers remain behind. And it's up to you whether or not you want those fibers in your work. Because like Ray said, you can actually reuse this for needle felting. Needle felts really well. Corriedale.
Yes, it does. Though I also use the really good stuff.
So this is all you're doing. This is called lashing on. It's easy to do. Okay, so just be careful when you're going like this that you're not going like this.
Yeah, you're gonna get hurt.
There will be pain.
Promise.
There will be ambulances.
Well, if you get impaled,
There will be ambulances.
well, I have 911. They'll be right here.
Mm-hmm.
Paramedics will fix you up. All right, so as you can see, there's some long fibers and whatever. So when you get ready to comb, you can take your comb and you're going to take little bits, but you're never going to go down and you're never coming up. You're going to go across and kind of like down and maybe across this way and back and forth and back and forth. And you take little bits at a time. So you can come out here and you just take little bits, little bits, little bits, and you keep on coming and you can come back this way. You can sort of kind of come down at an angle if you want, and going back and forth. And then if you're finding that you're hitting that, you bring it up. You just bring it up a little bit, and you can continue on. And you're going back and forth. And you may even, like I said, you can hit them. Try not to. Now, if you accidentally end up hitting one and you actually really bend it, I have a little device here that actually fixes the bend. Because that happens, I guess it must happen, otherwise they probably wouldn't make that device and send it to you when you buy this. I was like, okay, so what's this? And so you go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And what's left, after a while, these are your shorter ends and these are your longer ends. If you can see them. These are longer. And there's your short bits, and you still can use it. So what they call that is waste in the end. So when you're done, you can actually take this off. And see how short? Those are your shorter fibers. So then you can use that for needle felting. And I just push that over there. Now what you can do is, since this is already really kind of prepared, if you didn't like how much, you can actually put it back on again. So what you do is, it's called lashing on, and you take your cart, you put it back on again. If you want like this, and then move it like this. And this is an action that you're always going to do. You're always going to do this constant turning, because you're so you can put it back on again. If you didn't like how it came off, you put it back on.
What would be to not like as it came off?
Oh, you may, because this is already processed and we put it on, it's already really finished. But I'm just showing you how you would do it. If I had a raw fleece and I was doing this, I would have to do it over and over and over again.
Okay.
So that's lashing on.
It also removes a lot of vegetable matter if it has any.
Yeah. Now, you can either diz. Dizzing is taking off you can diz right off of this, or you can diz off of this. So, to get your roving, you can use whatever you want. And it is the concave part is facing your hackle.
Okay.
So you go to the end.
Concave is the bowl part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can see it's slightly
The other side's called convex.
This is convex. Concave, convex.
Convex to you.
And you just go to the end. Make a little thing here. Like that. So your crochet hook go in, pick it up on the end, and bring it through. This is the hardest part. There you go. And there's your diz. And you're making your roving for spinning. So it's push, and you pull it out, and you 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 keep on moving it over, and you keep on picking up fiber. You push, and you move it over, and you push, and you move it over, and you push, and you keep on pulling, and you're going across the hackle. If you can see what's happening, and pull and push and pull and push and pull and push and pull and push and pull until you get your moving. And then this is what you're going to start on. That makes it right. They call it a bird nest. You can wrap it a little bit, but it's so airy and fluffy and soft. It's like nothing. Okay, so that's what you can do it on that, or if you choose to, I'm going to cut this off, I'm going to reuse this. That's the short end. You can actually do it with the hand cards too. The hand cards, I mean. You still do the same thing, is that neat? It's like nothing, nothing in your hand, right? So you still do the same thing. You put it on. And when Kristen comes, she says she has more hand combs. She brought them.
It's very disorienting.
Huh?
This is very disorienting. Not like Kristen.
Yeah, like Kristen, yeah. Okay, and you do the same thing. And you always push away from your body. You never,
Please don't do that.
never this way. It's always this way.
Don't drink and comb at the same time.
I always put you bring it up a little bit, and you always keep your thumb against that. It's just for stability, and it's always away. So you take a little bit, and it's always away. And you're doing the same thing with a hackle. Actually, with a hackle, which is really nice, you can do blending of different fibers on the hackle.
I think I may have that.
And if it's down too low, you just raise it up. You just raise it up a little bit, and because as you come, it's so nice. This is such nice fiber. And that's all you're doing. And you can just move it up, and you just comb it. And what a worsted preparation, which this is actually all the fibers are completely lined up, absolutely straight. And then when you spin worsted, you're actually taking all the air out. So it's a longer lasting yarn that you're creating, but it's not as warm as a woolen preparation. Because you're trapping all that air when you do a woolen prep. That's it. It's not hard at all. But if you decided to, see, it's easy to get those. It's easy to get those. You know, you're getting closer to it and closer to it. So a lot of times, what's left, they consider it waste, which to me is no, it's not that.
That's too nice.
Now, you don't have to diz. You don't have to use your diz for this. If you want to, you can actually you go to the end, and you raise it up a little bit, and you pinch like a Santa's beard, like this. You can pinch it, and you can start to actually pull. You pull, and you pull, and then you keep on pulling that, and then all of a sudden it's going to get too hard. So then you just kind of like go to the side or go to the middle, and you pull, and you pull, and then you can come over here like this. You go back to the center, and you just keep on pulling. You don't have to use the diz to do this. You pull, and you just keep on doing this until you can't do it anymore. And you go back. So it's up to you whether you want to use the hackle for your prep, or if you want to use the combs, or you can use the mini combs. It's the same process, but you are now preparing. See, that's about getting to the, that's about it. And those are the shorter fibers. And there might be a little, you can see inside, there's little neps, there's little noils, and you may not want in your, because when you're preparing worsted, you're preparing that perfect yarn, Okay, and here, what, that fell down. And that's where you're going to spin from. So, choose your weapons. Try not to get hurt. I've got band-aids, and I've been trained in first aid, so
I took the CPR course yesterday.
Did you? And so there's your little.
Wrist.
I don't really feel it in my hand.
Yeah.
It's just so. It's
Light.
just so. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everyone, do whatever you like. If you have questions, please feel free. But